As we stated earlier during the paper review, there was a massive protest in Shagamu, Ogun State over the killing of the assistant captain of Remo Stars Football Club, Tiyamiyu Kazeem, aka Kaka. According to reports, he was killed or allegedly killed by SARS officer who labeled him a Yahoo boy. Now, what the story said was that he was pushed by a SARS official in a running vehicle and was hit by an upcoming vehicle. Unfortunately, he died, and during the protest, more people were killed. I think about 2. Some people said 2, others said 5. But we'd like to hear your thoughts, because when we hear these kind of stories, it's something we don't like to sweep under the carpet. We want to ensure that justice is served.
The reality on ground is that we do have security operatives that work outside what they have, what their main job is or their jurisdiction. So they take advantage of the uniforms that they're wearing or the authority that they have and perpetrate crimes. So of course, in the papers, we already found out that this particular SARS officer was not even meant to be there in the first place. He had not reported officially to be in that position. But then you wear a uniform and then you go about killing people, robbing them, because we have heard many stories of people who have been stopped, taken to ATMs, having have their accounts cleared out because you're wearing a uniform. And I need to speak to the top management of our security operatives. You need to do something about this boys. You have heard the story over and over again. And usually when we call them to speak to them, they're always on the defensive, as if these people are just saying nothing, or it's just one person out of so many. It may be, but it is something that is constant. And people are dying and people are losing their lives, losing their money to people like this.
But trying to look on the side of the police, they seem to have swiftly actually addressed this issue. They didn't let it ponder. Immediately it happened. We saw the Investment Inspector General immediately said something about it, and we're being told already within days that this person, the alleged, the man, was actually
we don't want to get to the
immediately
point
dismissed.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is that we will think that there is a bit of an improvement based on what we've seen in the past.
Okay.
I'd like do you agree or disagree? Yes, no.
I must agree that, the police has really improved from what we used to know, but then there's still a lot that has to be done. I remember the Iba killing, where we saw a clear video how policemen brought out people in handcuffs, shot them till they were lifeless, and nothing has happened. In fact, what I read, I think I've been trying to get the paper where I read it, is that they had a valid excuse for killing those young men that were suspected to be thieves, and that they are not, going to be dismissed or prosecuted. Those police officers involved in the Iba killing of those 2 young men suspected to be phone thieves. Now, the law does not allow such taking of lives. It has to be because somebody has convicted them. A valid court, not just somebody, has convicted them for that crime, which means they've had their day in court, they failed to prove their innocence, and that's it. What I would expect is that this trend, because the EndSARS hashtag that trended all that time brought some results. But who would have loved is that, there's a proper reorientation of the police force, restructuring of what happens within SARS, such that we can avoid this style of, pick them up, walk them down. Yes, they gather intelligence by that, but, the police has to be on top of that. They have to have a disciplinary agency or something within that place to say, this is not the style of arrest anymore.
So beyond isolating this issue, is that we can use this issue as a signpost to the challenges within the police force, especially within SARS. And we've seen many videos, thank God for social media, and ability to record, because it would have been, they said, she said. But we've had enough videos of reality, of abuse of power by the police force. So what we're appealing for is that the training of the police is to secure people. It is not to carry out justice or to victimize someone you feel has done something wrong. It's not to punish people on the road, which is what we see. People hit with stick, they hit with all of that. The idea is when you arrest someone, treat them like human beings until you prove that they are guilty, and then the law determines what the punishment should be. They are human beings. Let us respect each other. So the policeman does not feel he should respect that person that he sees as a criminal, or someone he sees, oh, you are a Yahoo boy. Stand up there, kneel down on the floor, bring out your phone, open your account. How do you have 1 million naira in your account? You must be a Yahoo.
Is it on the road you try?
We need to teach them on how to treat human beings, because really at the end of the day, they are meant to protect us, and we shouldn't see them and be scared.